Chargers fans, get ready, because something huge is happening behind the scenes and could completely change the fate of our season. We're not talking about rumors or speculation. The pieces are moving, decisions are being made in silence, and in the next few hours, everything could explode. Inside SoFi Stadium, sources guarantee that the atmosphere is one of total urgency. Restless players, coaching staff in closed meetings late into the night, strategic adjustments that no one expected. Harbaugh deeply altering the system. And this could transform not only the offense and defense, but the competitive spirit of this team that is aiming for something much bigger than a simple playoff spot. So go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because what's coming will affect every fan who carries the lightning bolt in their heart. Get ready, because today you're going to discover what could be the most decisive moment of the Harbaugh era with the Chargers. Chargers fans, something huge is happening, and it's going to explode on Monday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles, after two painful losses, are practically in panic mode, and the one taking the helm of the offense in a much more aggressive way is Coach Nick Sirianni. Yes, the boss is returning to the front lines, attending offensive meetings, setting up plays with Kevin Patullo, and putting total pressure on the offense to save the Eagles' season. But why? Because the numbers are ugly. Very ugly for a team that held the Super Bowl trophy last year. We're talking about 24th in total yards, 23rd in passing yards, 22nd in rushing, and only 19th in points scored. In other words, the Eagles' offense has gone up in smoke. And if the offense isn't performing, what happens? The hunt for those responsible begins. Sirianni is already keeping an eye on everything. Jalen Hurts admitted that he had long conversations with the coach to try to reconnect the offense. Barkley, who should be a deadly weapon, is now talking about trying to play a complete game with offense, defense, and special teams. But there's something nobody's noticing. This drastic change in the Eagles is a clear sign of desperation. They know that against the Chargers, if they fail again, their season will seriously collapse. That's where we come in, fans. The Chargers are ready to take advantage of the chaos in Philadelphia. Harbaugh's defense is more strategic than ever, and SoFi Stadium could become the stage for a major comeback in the AFC West. And since we're talking about a devastating defense, get ready, because the next topic involves Harbaugh's secret traps to put Hurts against the wall like never before. If the Eagles are trying to reinvent themselves, the Chargers are ready to dismantle everything on the field. The evolution of our defense isn't just good, it's absurd, it's surgical. It's exactly the kind of adjustment you make when you know your opponent deeply, and Harbaugh knows exactly who he's dealing with. The Philadelphia Eagles offense is experiencing a period of instability that no one expected, and if there's one team ready to exploit every weakness, it's the Los Angeles Chargers. Jim Harbaugh and his coaching staff have delved so deeply into studying the Eagles offense that it seems like they're decoding a secret CIA file. They know when Hurts likes to run, they know the timing of each wide receiver route, they know the weak points of the offensive line, and most importantly, they know how to stop the main explosive weapons of this offense. Nothing is being left to chance. While Coach Nick Sirianni desperately tries to extinguish a gigantic fire in his offensive unit by changing play calls, participating more actively in practices, and trying to reorganize the chaos, Harbaugh is lighting the strategic bonfire, preparing the perfect scenario to turn Monday night into a nightmare for Philadelphia. The Chargers' defense has become a true tactical chameleon throughout the season. The blitzes, for example, started discreetly, controlled, but they increased to peaks exceeding 40% pressure in recent games. This sudden alternation leaves Jalen Hurts without reference points, without comfort, without security in the pocket. It's that moment when the quarterback looks around and thinks, where is the hit coming from now? And there's more. Los Angeles is masterfully alternating defensive formations. 3-3-5 to balance speed and containment, 3-4-4 in specific situations to annihilate the running game. And this is where the fatal blow comes in. The Eagles use formation 11 for passing and formation 12 to run efficiently. But guess which defense is the best in the NFL at nullifying the run from formation 12? The Los Angeles Chargers defense. This means that all of Philadelphia's attempts to be physical, to dominate with Barkley on the ground, they can be swallowed up even before the line of scrimmage. Result, Barkley cornered, A.J. Brown neutralized, Devonta Smith with no room to breathe, Dallas Goedert relentlessly marked. Every offensive explosion the Eagles like to create can be locked inside an electric cage. The defense is ready to turn every advance into frustration. The message to Hurts and company is very clear. If the Eagles try to run, they'll run head-on into an electric wall. If they try to play deep, they'll be swallowed by the pressure without warning. And that's just the beginning, because the defense is preparing to shine, but the Chargers offense is about to get a weapon back that can ignite SoFi Stadium and completely change the course of the season. And you'll find out everything now in the next topic. Don't go away. The Chargers' running game was simply a cannon this season, a ground attack that struck fear into any NFL defense. One of the pillars of Jim Harbaugh's strategy to control the clock, dominate the trenches, and command physical respect on the field. But then, as if fate were working against them, injuries struck. Najee Harris out, Omarion Hampton out too. Suddenly, what was supposed to be the team's greatest offensive force became a cry for help. That's when Kamani Vidal had to step up, and instead of feeling the pressure, he fought like a true warrior. He kept the offense alive, secured important first downs, and perfectly represented the spirit of this team. Never give up. But still, something was missing. That explosive element was missing. That play that changes the game with a single run. That running back who makes any defense retreat just by looking at the backfield. And guess what? This guy is coming back today. Omarion Hampton is about to reclaim his position at the helm of the backfield. Even though he appears in the report as questionable, internal information, statements from the coaching staff, and even the atmosphere in training point to one certainty. Hampton is ready and he will play. Harbaugh won't put all the initial load on his shoulders, at least not in the first few drives, but the strategy is very clear. A lethal split of carries between Hampton and Vidal. And if there's anyone on this planet who didn't want to see this duo together soon, that someone is the Philadelphia Eagles defense. We're talking about a unit that crumbled against the run this season. A defense that was dominant in the past, but now becomes a sieve when the opponent puts their foot on the gas on the ground. Mark my words, Hampton and Vidal can turn this Monday Night Football into a real rushing yard spectacle. But take a breath, because there's an even bigger bombshell that changed the AFC West landscape. The Kansas City Chiefs lost, and lost badly. Now the division has taken a turn that no one expected. Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers, Chiefs plummeting. If the Chargers win today, they'll be in the fight for first place for good. They'll put all the possible pressure on the Broncos and change the course of the entire season and the playoffs. And as if that weren't enough, Justin Herbert, even with a wrist injury, is running with his heart. He's already broken his personal record in rushing yards. He's showing that no pain can stop a player who wants to lead his teammates to victory. He's willing to sacrifice his body for this campaign. Therefore, the message for the fans today is simple and powerful. We are one win away from transforming the Chargers into real playoff contenders. And much more than that, contenders to make history. So Chargers fans, are you feeling it? That energy, that expectation? Today could be the day that changes everything. Hampton is back. Herbert is a warrior. The defense is ready. The moment is now. If you believe in victory, leave a like below, comment bolt up, and subscribe to the channel so we can experience this moment together. Because when this team explodes, nobody can stop the Los Angeles Chargers.